Alright, so now that we have the audio of the sax, I am using Sony SoundForge to edit my audio. I've taken the audio out of FL Studio and I'm editing using Sony SoundForge. I'm going to listen for noise in my recording to clean out using my noise gates, and then I'm going to be using my compressors to reduce the dynamic range of the sound, and also use my limiters. There are some points that in the recording that might peak, which means that might be too loud. I'll be using my limiters to reduce it. At the end, what I'm going to achieve here is to have an audio file that has a well balanced volume level, you know. So that's what I'm going to achieve. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove noise from the noise floor. I'm going to do what we call noise analysis. I'm going to analyze a portion of the signal that doesn't seem to have anything sound in it. So I'm going to look for the peak level of that region, like I've selected here. Okay, so as you can see, this is where you can see your meters peaking. There's your signal level. The peak of the noise is minus 49.1 decibel. I will come to my effects here, my noise gate. So the noise gate is a very simple noise gate tool. You have your threshold, you have your attack time and release time. Let me explain this briefly. The threshold is the level that must be met before the noise gate begins to act. In this case here, what we are using is any signal level. Once the noise gate detects that there is a signal below your threshold level, it begins to cut it out, which means that any volume of sound that is below what you set at your threshold should be removed. And remember that we analyze our noise to be as high as minus 49.1. So what we are going to do is I'm going to set our threshold level to be a bit above 49.1. I'm going to even target, let's say, minus 48. All right, like minus 48. Let's do 46.6. It's not a bad deal. Then the attack and the release time. The attack time is how quick the noise gate should begin to act once it detects that there's noise, and the release time is how slow it should release or how fast it should release it when it realizes that there are signals that are above the noise floor, the noise level passing through. So if you set a fast attack time or a fast attack time and a slow release time like this, you have a noise gate that is very aggressive. It is attacking very fast and it is holding your signal too slow. So an ideal noise gate is the one that you set an appropriate attack time and appropriate release time. Just on basis of test in this class, let's set this noise gate and see what happens to our audio signal. All right, and click on OK. Okay, now notice the beginning of the signal. Yes, when you play, the noise is gone, but it eats into. Yes, the noise is gone, but it eats into the actual sound that has been recorded. How you would know is notice the beginning and the end points of your recording. Let me undo this so that you can see that it has eaten some information from the sound. Control Z. Now notice the difference. Now you see that there is a residue left when the sax is being sustained towards the end, somewhere around this region. If I use the noise gate, you will notice the eats part of the signal is noise gate. I click on OK. You see that it eats into it. All right. So what I'm going to do is the attack time and the release time needs to be adjusted. The release time is fine, but the attack time at the beginning is too fast. Okay, so I'm going to come to my noise gate back and reduce my attack time. Okay, I maybe reduce my release time a bit too, so it releases on time. And then click on let me see if I know. I need to undo this first and then apply my settings. Noise gate, reduce the attack time and increase the release time, and then click on OK. Now what you see here is that the noise gate is not working because it is attacking fast, but it is releasing too early. That's why you have only these points where the noise gate is working here, but immediately the signal starts to kick in, the noise gate stops working, so which means that my release time is too quick. So let's reduce my release time back to about 1 second, and then let's click on OK. Let me undo this first, and then effect, and I come to my noise gate and release my release time, and I have OK. So what do you see? You see that it is working, but the end points of the signal still has an enormous amount of noise in it. This region, if you notice, on every point of the signal is extends, which is usually the release time is still too fast, it's releasing too fast. So let's reduce the release time, and then let's hit OK. Now you see that when I click on OK, it reduces the noise in the region. So let's play and listen to the sound. Alright, so what I noticed is there are some points in the signal that it is ending too sharp, so which means that release time setting that I set is still too slow. So let's find a level. Let's set it to 47, and then my noise gate set to 47. Click on OK. All right, so it works, but listen to this now. It sustains the end notes better. All right, you can see that it's a lot better than what we had before. All right, so you notice that we have successfully removed the noise from the signal, and then next thing we're going to do is we are going to apply our compressors to destroy the dynamic range.